People treat the Bible like a crown jewel in a museum case. Yeah, I respect it. It's important. They bow from a distance. They honor it like some far-off emperor, someone you admire but never actually talk to. But you don't love an emperor. You love a bride. And that's how the book is meant to be held: close, personal, alive. Not as a relic to respect from across the room, but as a voice to lean into. Because honoring from a distance is the saddest kind of hunger. Sitting near the bread and starving because you never reach out to break a piece. And yeah, fear is real. It's not weakness. It's a kind of holy trembling. A person thinks, who am I to understand all this? There's so much here, I'll never get through it. There's real humility in that. It's the awe you feel standing at the foot of a mountain and realizing you're just one small climber. But that terror shouldn't paralyze you. It should push you to take the first step, because great things start small. Think of a grain of sand in an oyster, tiny, ugly, almost invisible. It gets stuck between the shells and the mollusk coats it layer by layer. Over time, that grit becomes a pearl. Someone dives, finds it, brings it home. That's how treasure is made, from something small and uncomfortable. But let's call it a seed instead, a grain, because a seed isn't just coated, it grows. From one small living seed comes a plant that feeds, shelters, heals. From a few living words of scripture come acts of mercy, bridges built between enemies, hearts that dare to dream of eternity. Words become deeds. Deeds become character. Character becomes destiny. Your life is built on your thoughts, and your thoughts are shaped by what you feed them. If the skeleton of your inner world isn't made of God's words, it's brittle. One hard wind and it snaps. But when you anchor your mind in the word, you build something that can stand. So start today, not with a vow to read the whole Bible by next week. Start with a verse, a paragraph, a single sentence that catches your eye and won't let go. Let it be your grain. Let it stick in your spirit. Let it grow. You won't understand everything. Don't even hope to. Truth doesn't drop into your lap like a solved puzzle. It unfolds like pages turning, each one leading you deeper, higher, further than the last. With every page, the horizon widens, the ceiling lifts. And soon you'll hit walls you can't climb alone. You'll need commentaries, conversations. You'll seek out someone who's walked farther, who's stared longer at the same text, and seen more than you have. That's not failure, it's growth. It's how meaning deepens. What's closed today opens tomorrow, and behind every open door is another locked one, waiting for you to turn the key. This isn't a sprint to finish the book. It's a journey to meet the author. Because at the end of all those doors, all those pages, stands the one seated on the throne. And when you finally stand before him, your heart will know why you read every line, wrestled with every word, chased every truth. You'll bow, and it will be the only bow that ever mattered. That's why we have literacy. Not just to send emails or scroll feeds, but so that every person can hold the word in their own hands and hear it speak to their own soul. Stop admiring the Bible from a distance. Stop letting fear be your excuse. Reach out, take a page, let a sentence sink in. Let it change the way you think. Let it shape the way you act. Let it reshape who you are. Because the greatest story ever told isn't meant to sit on a shelf. It's meant to live in you. And the moment you open it with that intention, not to honor it from afar, but to love it up close, the story starts changing your life. That's the edge. not a polite respect, but a hungry, living love. Not awe that keeps you at arm's length, but courage that pulls you in, because the bride waits for the one who dares to draw near.